Can you hear me now, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know in the comments section. Yes? No sound still? Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, cool, sweet. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the technical difficulties. And we're trying to change something up here with the audio, but apparently it didn't work out. We got to test it out a little bit more. But yeah, we got a really, really big, important video today. Really important about 3 massive changes to credit reports and scores. We had some that happened last month. Now we got a major update on all those changes also. So we're going to start at number 3 and work our way down. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you send this out to your friends. Anybody out there, let us know where you're at, where you're from. I am in North Carolina, originally born and raised in California, East Los Angeles, but I'm in North Carolina right now. Currently, this is where I live full time. I do travel all over the United States and the world, but I'm in North Carolina. It's nice and peaceful out here. It's way cheaper too. So Atlantic City, Florida in the house. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everyone sticking with me here through this live. These crazy situations over here. It's like, come on, man, what's going on? So yeah, Fort Worth, Texas, Kansas City, Buffalo, Wisconsin in the house, Dallas, Texas, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, New Jersey. You know, I always wonder about Ontario or like Canada, period. Like, what's the credit system like out there? Is it the 3 credit reporting agencies also? Wondering if that's how it actually works out there. Not familiar with their system. Baltimore, Long Island, that's what I'm talking about. ATL in the house, Long Beach, California. I love Long Beach. Just moved to North Carolina end of February. That's awesome. Maryland in the house. Buffalo, Cleveland, New Mexico, Jerry, Richmond, California, Waco, Texas. So tell me exactly where you're from, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you get into the room. East Los Angeles in the house. That's what I'm talking about. South Carolina. We're going to jump into this in about a minute. So give me a minute. We want to get as many people as we can to the room so we can get this thing cranking. Get me a drink of water. This audio thing was stressing me out. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Of course, we're trying something new. And that's what happens when we try something new. So Birmingham, Alabama, El Paso, Clearwater, Culver City. I was recently in Culver City because there's a Google facility in Culver that I got invited to. It's an entire like hangar. They turned an airport hangar into a Google facility. It's in Culver City. It's pretty wild. It's pretty awesome too. Got Florida, Zephyr Hills, Florida, Maryland, Anaheim, Illinois, Simone Curtis, Leesville, Louisiana. What up, Simone? What's happening, big bro? I see you over there, Big John. New Orleans in the house. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about these 3 major impacts that are happening to credit scores and credit reporting in 2025. We had some major changes also last month, but these are major ones that a lot of people don't even know that are going to happen. So we're going to jump into it. So again, we got 3 major topics that we're going to talk about today. We're going to start at number 3 and work our way down. Now, number 3 is a pretty big one. Rent reporting. Does everybody know? Don't be capping. Rent reporting right here. Oh, no, it's not. That's not rent reporting. That's Affirm. Let's go find the rent reporting slide real quick. So rent reporting is going to start happening in North Carolina, California, and other states are going to start adapting to it, okay? So let me add this slide to the live so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not talking about you voluntarily reporting your rent. I'm talking about you're going to be given the option by your actual leasing company or your landlord to report your rent. You heard me right. You're going to be given the option to report your rent. This is happening all across the United States. A lot of people are not talking about it. I don't understand why, but they're not. Now, rent reporting is a huge deal. So as you can see right here, in North Carolina, starting April 1st, landlords in North Carolina must, hear what I just said, must offer tenants the option to have their positive rental payment information reported to the credit bureaus. Now, read what that says. The option to have their positive rental payment history reported to credit bureaus. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. they're not telling us the whole 100% truth, because we have found some reports and people have sent me emails and commented on other videos stating that they were given the option to opt in and they ignored it because it said, oh, just ignore it. They probably didn't read the fine print. And then the rental company started reporting their rent, and they paid their rent late and they got hit with a late payment. Make sure that you opt out, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you opt out of rent reporting, because we don't want them reporting any late payments. This can have detrimental effects to your credit score. Dallas, Texas in the house. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Connecticut, Dirty Bay, Baytown, Texas. So yes, you're going to have the option to opt into it, but do not ignore it, because the people that are ignoring it are still having them report it. And I'm willing to bet money that these rental companies are saying, if you do not respond to us, we will assume that you want us to report it, so we will begin reporting. We don't know if they're going to charge you extra to report this, because understand that anything that is reported to the credit reporting agencies is paid by the company that is going to report it to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. This is how Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and all the secondary credit reporting agencies make money, is they have to pay to report the items on your credit report. They don't get to report it for free. It's a billion-dollar industry for this exact reason. So understand, your rent is going to start reporting if you do not opt out. This is already happening in North Carolina, California. We're waiting to see what other states are going to adapt it. If you go to a Google search, just simply type in rent will start reporting on credit reports in 2025, and then enter your state to see if your state is adapted to it. Okay, I didn't want to go through like every single state, but I should have, but I didn't really want to. What up, 75 and Penny's baby, Rachel? Yeah, so appreciate everyone coming to the live, okay? So, oh, this is a great one. Let's put this up on the screen so everyone can see this. This is great. So my landlord is asking $10, John Valera. So John's telling us that, where are you at, John? Let us know what state you're in, brother, so we can know exactly where this is happening. OG Ray-Bans, you're hilarious, bro. So let us know, John Valera, where you're at so we can know what state that is at, because this is a big deal. Some landlords are going to ask you to pay for it because they don't want to pay for it, which is wild. It should be free. Now, if you do opt out, they shouldn't report. You shouldn't have to pay for anything. IBC, I don't know where that is. It LBC? Long Beach? Are you in Long Beach, John? The LBC? I think that's what he says, or it says IBC. I hope it doesn't say IBC, but I think it says LBC. So he's in Long Beach, California. And he's stating that the landlords are asking him to pay $10 a month. Now, if you opt out and you still want to report your positive payment history, there is only one rent reporting company that I know of that reports only positive payment history. And that is Boom Report, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Boom Report right here. Boom Report is the only one that will report only positive payment history. So if you're interested in using that service, now this is how it benefits you. And I'll kind of break it down as fast as I possibly can. Now you're going to report your months that when you sign up moving forward. Okay. Until you decide you want to cancel it. I think it's like $3 a month to have Boom Report your rent payments moving forward. Now, if you have been somewhere longer than 3 years, this is where it can benefit you, because Boom Report is the only one that will back report an additional 2 years. So you can instantaneously inject 24 months of positive payment history onto your credit reports with Boom Report, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to use. But it's not, I think for the previous rental payment history is a flat fee of $24. It's just a one-time flat fee to have Boom report those previous payment histories for up to 24 months. So literally in 1 year, you can inject up to 36 months of positive payment history, which is a huge deal, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'll drop the link for Boom Report in the comments section for anybody that wants it. But remember, this is a choice. Make sure that you opt out of reporting your rent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, because if you do not, then what will they do? They will report those late payments. Now they're saying only positive payments, but I got an email from two people, and I got an actual comment in a video. This is what triggered me to go find more information about states, and I'm like, I don't want. This is so many states, man. I didn't really want to do it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but this is what triggered me to let you guys know, like, yo, this is a really big deal as states start to roll it out. Now, let's put this up on the screen right here. In Georgia, my management company is charging me $64.99, and it includes new filters and renter's insurance, and I don't have a choice. What? Yo, how are they charging you for new filters? That should just come standard. That's wild. And renter's insurance. Well, renter's insurance is like, it's becoming mandatory. It's become mandatory a while ago now. So let's take a look at this next comment right here. Louisiana, like other states, is not yet actively adopting rent history for credit reporting in the way that some services and organizations are. Okay. Thank you for letting us know. The link for Boom Report is in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen, and it's in the video description also for anybody that needs Boom Report. I just posted it up there. But that's crazy. $64.99. That's wild. So yes, remember, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. Opt out so they do not report any late payments. Now, if you pay on your rent on time, no worries. But I'm just saying there's no point in risking it. And on top of that, if you have to pay for it, pay for a service that you're actually going to benefit from. Like Boom Report is actually more powerful, and it's way cheaper than $10 a month. Or that other one that was crazy, like $64.99. Is that $64.99 per month? Or is that per year, sister? Let us know in the comments, because that is crazy, okay? We are using StreamYard to stream this. Let me see. This is a great question. My home and my business name, can I report positive rent payments? That's a really good question. I think you should be able to if you use Boom Report. I believe you should be able to. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, as long as you have the ability to track it and they want to see a lease or some type of agreement with you and the rental company in order to report to make sure that it's legit. So yeah, make sure you tell all your friends and all your family to opt out of reporting your rent. That was one of the biggest ones, a huge one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next one on the list, we're going to go to number two. Number two, Affirm, buy now, pay laters. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, buy now, pay laters are going to start reporting on April 1st for Affirm specifically. Ladies and gentlemen, Affirm specifically is going to start reporting April 1st, 2025. Now, if you have any Affirm accounts, ladies and gentlemen, okay? If you have any Affirm accounts, if they were previously before April 1st, the only way that they're going to report them if you are delinquent. Now, they will generally report one payment. I'll put this slide up on the screen right here. So if it was before, so Affirm only currently reports the first payment, and then if you're on time, they will stop reporting payments to Experian. They will also, I believe that all the other credit reporting agencies, Equifax and TransUnion, will also start adopting this. But if you are late on your Affirm payments, they will start reporting those late payments. So just be aware, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see right here, April 1st, all Affirm new accounts moving forward from April 1st will, in fact, start reporting to your credit reports. So be aware of that. All of the other buy now, pay later apps will also start adapting to this. This is very important to understand. It's not just going to stop here with Affirm. Tell me in the comments if you have any of these buy now, pay laters and you have them on your credit reports. There's so many of them, I don't have a way to like track them all down. And then I don't know if you heard also that I believe you're going to be able to finance your food through one of the apps. Yeah, you can literally like finance your food, which is wild to me. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we should not be using these systems because if you can't pay it off in time, you're going to get hit with massive interest, or some of them are already charging high interest. Some of them are not. But understand, these are bad for your credit report, because take a look at they actually break it down for us right here. So people can say, oh, you're lying, Mike. These things won't affect your credit. Creating an Affirm account, checking your purchasing power, or pay now transactions. Why would you pay now through Affirm, which is kind of weird? I don't understand. Things that may affect your credit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Afterpay, Klarna, there you go. Where's that other one? What's that other one that's going to start reporting that you can actually finance your meals? DoorDash is going to be, DoorDash is teaming up with Klarna. That's what's happening. Klarna went public and they announced that they're teaming up with DoorDash. You can finance your 10-piece chicken nuggets and some fries and a drink if you want to. And I suggest don't do it. I think we're going to see the highest level of defaults on meals with Klarna. I think that's what's going to happen. Anyways, moving forward. Sorry, I got distracted there like a squirrel. These things may affect your credit. Pay over time plans. Now, the reason why this negatively impacts you because these are short term. 6 months, 3 months, 12 months. The most I've seen is 24 months, depending on the product that you buy. Your payment history with the firm. If you're late, they're going to report it. As it says right here, making late payments. How much credit you've used. So I wonder if this is going to affect people's utilization. I don't have confirmation yet, but it's just like a credit card. If you carry a balance, it might affect you. They're stating how much credit you used is going to affect your credit score and how long you've had credit. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to this. How long you've had credit. So if your average age of credit is 5 years, every time that you add a new line of credit, you're reducing that average age of credit. If this is a 6 month or 3 month term, you're going to open it, hurt your credit, and then close it and hurt your credit again because you're closing the account and you're reducing your average age of credit. Now listen, you do not have to have 20 plus accounts on your credit profile. Don't believe these amateurs that tell you you got to have all these accounts in order to have a high credit score. That's not true. You don't have to have debt and you don't have to have a lot of accounts. I have over an 815 and I have a lot of credit cards just because I test them out. But historically speaking, what we have seen with our clients, people that are in the 800 club only have 2 to maybe 5 credit cards, maybe an auto loan, and maybe a mortgage, and that's about it. Maybe an old paid off car loan, maybe some student loans, but that's about it. You're looking at 5 to maybe 9 accounts at maximum. That's all you need. You don't need to be in debt and you don't need to add more credit to your credit profile. It hurts your average age of credit. People don't want to listen to that. They don't want to believe me, but it happens actually. It's actually what destroys people's credit scores. And that's why I tell people stop applying for credit. So yeah, so pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. These are going to start hitting your credit reports. So yeah, let me see some comments over here. See if we can find some, see anybody over here. What's your opinion on the Beast System credit repair software? I own it. It's one of the best softwares. I'll talk about that a little later on, okay? But, oh, here's a good one. I'm in San Diego and Utopia Management wants to charge me $10 in San Diego to report her rent. That's blasphemy. Is that $10 per month? Which is pretty crazy. She does Affirm and Afterpay. Yeah, so this is correct. Lacey Gonzalez. I heard that apparently DoorDash is going to let people use Klarna. Yes, that is 100% accurate. What I just stated is DoorDash is teamed up with Klarna so you can finance your burrito if you want to. And then you get to worry about, okay, I got to pay my cell phone bill, my rent, my car payment, and then my burrito that I financed 3 weeks ago. That's wild, okay? I don't even know what else to say about it. This is crazy. All right, I have Afterpay and Zip. It's not reporting yet. Once my balance is done, I'm done. It helped through the hard times. Listen, I hear you. I understand. I completely understand what's going on with Americans out there, and this is a big deal. What's going on with Afterpay or affirmative action? I'm not certain what you're talking about. Afterpay. Tell me some more details. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, she means Affirm. Sorry. So Affirm, now, ladies and gentlemen, Affirm is going to start reporting moving forward from April 1st, which was yesterday. It's going to report all your payment history, the age, all of that. What's going to affect you? Listen to this part. Things that may affect your credit. No, things that are going to affect your credit. Pay over time plans, depending on how long they are. You don't want anything on your credit profile that is less than 24 months. It's going to hurt your average age of credit. Your payment history with Affirm. Don't get any late payments. Making late payments will drop your credit score. It says right here, making late payments. How much credit you've used. So depending on what your buying power is maybe, or what they allot you, this could potentially affect your utilization. Anybody in the comments, let me know if Affirm is affecting their utilization, and then how long you've had credit. So every time you add a new line of credit, it's going to reduce your average age of credit. We want our average age of credit to be well above 6 years minimum. If you're underneath 6 years, 5 years is like the sweet spot. Once you get past 5 years and you get to 10 years, like you've got serious age of credit. And it's very important to let it age and let it grow. If you're not letting it age and grow, then your score is not going to grow with it also. This is why I tell people stop applying for credit. You don't need all this credit. Use your basic credit cards, and you don't even have to like put a lot of money on your credit cards. You can literally put your Hulu or Netflix on it and just be done. You don't have to have debt to have a great credit score. Understand that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Credit Karma is BS. Correct. Credit Karma is BS. Now, for anybody out there that's looking to work on their credit, okay, somebody was asking me a minute ago that what about Beast? Okay, like what I thought about Beast, and I think a lot of people don't either understand or believe that I am one of the owners of Dispute Beast. There is 4 of us. So Dispute Beast is the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created. So I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are using Dispute Beast to fix their credit. Dispute Beast is the only software that comes with a 110% money back guarantee, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a special shout out to specifically Casey. Casey's credit score went up. This is really crazy. Let's move this banner off because we can't even see Casey's score over here. Where are we at over here? Banners. Let's go and get you out of the way. 529 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. Now let's go over to Olivia. Olivia's credit score went up 471 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. And let's not forget Tabitha. Tabitha's credit score went up 245 points after just 1 round. And if that's not enough for you, I brought a whole wall of receipts. So we got Jamie. Jamie's credit score went up 83 points. Christopher, 367. Alvin, 101. Colette, 133. Gregory, 91. That's right. Keith, 29. David, 38. Eric, 27. As you can see, people are having amazing results. Everyone's going to vary from person to person what your results are going to look like, but understand that people are having amazing results. Dispute Beast is the most powerful and the most advanced AI credit repair software that has ever been created. It will attack all 12 credit reporting agencies, not just the big 3, but all 12. It will also attack the creditors, and it will attack any collections, charge-offs, late payments, medical collections, bankruptcies, repossessions, student loans in default, child support, hard inquiries. Any negative item is hurting your credit, it's going to find it, hunt it down, and attack it. And it will also send your letters out there for you if you like. And it's in English and in Spanish. And if right now there's pending lawsuits against Experian and Equifax, and Dispute Beast is the only platform that includes those lawsuits in its verbiage, and it also uses Metro 2 compliance reporting, consumer law, and factual disputing. It's the first of its kind to use all this. It's pretty crazy. So Dispute Beast is one of the most powerful platforms out there that anyone can use. Link is going to be in the video description for anyone that needs it, and link is going to also be in the comments section for anybody that needs to use Dispute Beast. I'm going to drop her in there right now. It will attack student loans that are in default also. Okay. Everybody needs to hit that like button. Yeah, she ain't lying over here. I'm over here giving y'all so much free sauce. Y'all need to hit the like button. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody throwing shade. I don't care about nobody throwing no shade. It's all good. They can talk about it all they want to. We enjoy the haters. The haters make us famous. I'm easy to reach. They don't want to talk to me. Credit Plug definitely don't want that smoke. But we're going to leave everybody alone. We're going to be civil human beings here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, yeah. J.O. Automotive. My bad. No worries. What was you talking about, J.O. Automotive? You're not in trouble, bro. So, yeah. So, our final one is one of the biggest ones. The number one thing that is changing on credit reports and credit scores is, of course, nobody's favorite, student loans. Student loans. If you have student loans, ladies and gentlemen, you need to log into your account at whatever servicer you have. But you go to studentaid.gov. Studentaid.gov, ladies and gentlemen. Go to studentaid.gov. This is very important. You need to be on point and figure out what's going on with your student loans, because people are waking up and their student loans are in default. Their payments have doubled, tripled, quadrupled, because the administration is trying to get rid of the income-driven repayment program and the SAVE program. And they're trying to move all of the loans over to the SBA department, which is a huge, massive shit show right now. So understand, this is exactly what is going on with student loans. So if you did not recertify, ladies and gentlemen, you must recertify. So if you're on an income-driven repayment program, you must recertify every single 12 months. If you have not recertified, they're going to extend it all the way to 2026. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but you need to go in there and you need to apply to recertify. Now, understand something, what's going on. There's a really big problem right now because there was an injunction put in there. I'm going to put it back up on the screen right here so you can see. A federal court issued an injunction preventing the U.S. Department of Education from implementing the Saving on a Valuable Education Plan and parts of other income-driven repayment programs. The online income-driven repayment program and loan consolidation applications are available, but they are not processing any of these while the injunction is going on. So the administration has just turned this into a nightmare for loan holders. Now, I'm going to be honest with you as to what I know, what's going on, and what I've seen. This is a huge problem because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of these programs, the SAVE program and the IDR program, and make everyone start paying on these loans, because there's an obscene amount of loans that are due right now. This is really crazy, ladies and gentlemen, an obscene amount of loans that are due right now. We're talking about in the trillions of dollars, which is absolutely insane. Yes, I said trillions. I'm going to put it up right here in a second. Let me pull it up real quick so you guys can see. This is pretty wild. So as of September 2023, this is not including 2024, nearly 43 million Americans collectively owe over $1.6 trillion in federal student loans. Yes, you heard me right. $1.6 trillion in federal student loan. The Trump administration is actively trying to call these loans. Now, what that means is if you were in forbearance, if you were on an IDR, an income-driven repayment program, or you're on a SAVE program, they want to end those programs and make you start paying on your loans immediately. Now, I know a lot of people will say, who cares? We're not paying for them. Whatever. I'm not messing with these loans. Okay. Understand, if you don't pay these loans and they default, they can garnish your wages and your taxes, depending on the state. Understand that. But I'm not trying to scare you. I just want to tell you the truth as to what I have seen. And this is exactly what they're trying to do. So if you have not recertified, you must recertify. Go and apply to recertify. Check the portal every day. Make it a part of your life, because go on TikTok and just type in student loans in default, student loans ruin my credit score. You're going to see hundreds of videos of people talking about this. They're waking up and their credit scores are being dropped because their student loans are in default, or they're still in school and the student loans are not supposed to show up, and they're showing up on people's credit reports. Okay. It's really crazy, man. So I just want everybody to prepare and understand what you're up against, because this is a massive, massive financial shit show at the end of the day, because these student loans are not just going to disappear. We would love to think that. I think that they need to get rid of them, because these were predatory, giving people student loans at the age of 17 and 18 and 19. People don't know what they're signing. Like, they're trying to get you to sign up for debt for the rest of your life. Like, it's crazy. And like the fact that they're trying to move them over to the SBA, like what? Huh? What's the SBA going to do? And then they're talking about reducing the SBA. So I'm like, okay, so we're moving them over because we're getting rid of the education department, but then we're going to move them over to the SBA. It's going to have less employees. And the SBA is not trained on how to handle any of these loan servicing. Like servicing any of these loans, they don't know. Also be aware, if you have a NailNet account, okay, this is huge, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to tell you, or any student loans, you're not going to get a 30 or a 60-day late if you're not paying. You're going to get a 90-day late, okay? Student loans do not report until they hit a 90-day late. Now, what we have historically seen is they'll hit you with a 90-day late, and sometimes they'll backdate it to hit you with those 30 and 60 also. They'll hit them all at the same time, or you'll just get the 90-day late. But they never just report a 30-day, and you're like, oh my God, let me fix this. No, you won't find out until it's 90 days late. That is standard reporting for credit reports with student loans. Only student loans are the only ones that report that way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button and sub. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, so we get this live out. Now, I'm going to open up the floor for the next 26 minutes for any questions you guys may have. Okay, I wanted to give you guys all this information because it's very, very vital to everybody to make sure that you get these student loans back on track. And do not ignore them, because I would hate to see Americans get dragged even more. You know, Americans are already struggling, man. It's like, why we got to do this? Like really, like, and then people that have already been in the forgiveness sector, where it means like they've worked for a certain amount of time and they're about to have their loans forgiven because they've actually been teachers or firefighters. They served the public, and then now that got wiped away. People have lost access to their loans. They don't even see them. So there's so much going on. This is really crazy. Oh, here we go. We got one that's already in the comments. Here we go. Yes, I woke up today. Credit score dropped and now in default, but crazy because the nursing school closed for fraud and embezzlement. Yes, it was NailNet, but Mohela bought them out and now a 90-day late. I think NailNet is taking them back. I'm not 100% sure. Just going to be honest with you. Again, this is all in limbo. It's crazy. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Student loans were already a problem before, but we've never seen anything like this historically. Now here we go. This is a great question. We're going to put this one up. Do you think they will backdate the student loans when they were not working during the pandemic? We hope not. Okay, we hope not. But also, if you are in default, you can get your student loans at a default by reaching out to studentaid.gov and ask them to put you on a repayment program. It's called a rehabilitation program. You get one chance to put your student loans into a rehabilitation program and get them at a default. You get one chance. And what will happen is you'll have to make payments based on your income. So get on an income-driven repayment program if you can. And then let's say, for instance, because you have kids and you're a single parent household, your payment can actually be all the way down to 0. And then you just have to recertify every year, every 12 months. And then you have to make, I think it's 6 on-time payments to get yourself out of default. Those on-time payments can be counted as 0 if your income is actually showing that's what your payment is. That can get your student loans out of default, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody was waiting for the forgiveness, man. Everybody. You're not the only one, Rachel. I see you over there. You know, everybody was waiting for the forgiveness, and unfortunately, it got struck down. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for helping Americans, but apparently that's not going to happen. So also, if you have a bunch of student loans, this is another way that you can fix any late payments that are on your student loans. Let's say, for instance, hypothetically, you have 4 to 6 student loans and a bunch of them have late payments on them. You can ask to consolidate all of these loans and have the old loans, so have them consolidated, all of these loans into one student loan. So if you have 6 of them, now they're turned into one. But you must repeat. Now, hear me what I'm saying. I'm going to repeat it. You must request that they delete the old student loans. And they have to go through the process to do that. Now, what happens is normally they don't do that. So you have to request for them to remove the old student loans from your credit report, because some of these servicers don't do it properly. And if you don't ask, you're not going to know. Honestly, they won't tell you. They won't offer it to you because they're just trying to get you off the phone as fast as they possibly can, unfortunately. All right. America's first where? Listen, I know. I feel you. This is a great point. They just need to let people make the actual payment loan and take away all the interest accumulated, which is what is making it so high and so hard to pay off. Absolutely. These are predatory, man. They're predatory loans. Here we go. Should I dispute student loan payments on my credit report if they show 0, or will they make the account or credit report worse? Dispute student loan payments on my credit report. So are they late? The only reason why you should dispute them if they are late. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, aside, you should only dispute them if the loan payments are late. If they are zeroed out and it's all positive payment history, leave them out. Leave them alone. Don't mess with them. No need to mess with them, even if it's a closed account. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, people out there on the interwebs are trying to tell people to actually delete closed accounts from your credit reports, and that is 100% not true. You do not want to delete a closed account from your credit report because it will stay in your credit report for up to 10 years, and you want it there because it has positive payment history. If you rip that away, it's going to destroy your credit profile. It's going to hurt you because you're ripping away positive payment history. I hope that helps. Hey, I'm glad you got your student loans forgiven also, Mr. Wonderful J. College should be free, absolutely. So, all right, so we're gonna open up the floor for any questions, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got a good question here. What do you think about debt settlement programs? I have about 45 grand of debt and one loan included. Debt settlement programs are 100% a scam. The only way to settle your debt is to roll it in, not settle, to consolidate your debt is with a personal loan. Now, debt settlement companies, let me tell everybody how these work so everyone can kind of get a good idea. Debt settlement companies are going to want you to default. Now, they're going to tell you they're going to get you protections. They got attorneys, they're lying. If you get sued after you default, you're going to get sued and they will not protect you. Now, what they'll do is they'll ask you to put the money in an escrow, all the payments, as you're working to pay this down. And then once it gets to a certain amount, they're going to negotiate it down with the actual creditor. You can do all of this on your own without defaulting. But what can happen is if you reach out and you tell them you want to settle this debt, then they may charge off the account automatically, because some companies will do that, or they won't. Or you can keep the account open and call the credit card companies and let them know that you're going through a financial hardship. Can you please put me on a payment program to get me caught up and reduce my interest? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are carrying massive credit card debt, call the credit card company and ask them to see if they will lower the interest rate and put you on a natural disaster situation or a financial hardship program. A lot of them will have a financial hardship program, but ask them to lower the interest rates. If you've had a long-standing relationship with the credit cards or the bank, call them and ask them. Ask to speak to a supervisor in the hardship department and see if they will lower that interest rate to help alleviate that pain. I hope that helps, Joseph. No, so you can only use Beast credit monitoring, and then the entire platform is free after that. So you're just paying for the credit monitoring, and then the software is free, but it has to hook up to Dispute Beast. So yeah, this is really on point right here. Communication is key with these companies. They rather get small payments than no payments. Absolutely. They don't want you to default. Understand this, ladies and gentlemen. They do not want you to default on any negative item, okay? Because if you default, they're not going to get their money. So if you can get yourself on a payment program with them, get into some type of financial hardship relief program, or lower the interest rate. This can help you tremendously. Appreciate it, Ivy. You're welcome, Joseph. All right. I have brought my student loan down to 14K. Will this hurt my chance of getting a mortgage? Yes. They heavily look at these student loans as massive debt. And it's one of the biggest determining factors why people get declined for mortgages is because of student loans. The best course of action is to get all of your credit card debt down, get all the negative items off, and be at your highest peak possible, and then see what the bank will say. Lending is very, very tight right now, always, always, forever, for life. Lending is getting tighter and tighter as the economy starts to contract and become stagnant. That's what's going to happen. We're going to get into a stagflation, or inflation can rise. With these tariffs, people may stop buying stuff as they have been freely doing for a while now. So this can cause a huge issue. But mortgage lending is tighter and tighter. We don't see any relief in the mortgage industry right now. What can I do about Kickoff? What's going on with Kickoff? Is it reporting negative on your credit reports? This is why I don't promote Kickoff, because they will report late payments. Any of these companies you don't hear me talk about, there's a reason why, ladies and gentlemen, because they're predatory. And if you're supposed to be a credit building tool, why would you report late payments on your credit reports? Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's very predatory. That's why I don't promote Kickoff. A great question right here. I got denied from Navy Federal Credit Union for an auto loan due to credit age. Is there a way to fix, or do I just have to wait? One, stop applying for credit and adding new credit, because they want your age of credit to grow. You can add potentially an authorized user. So that means, as an example, if I can find one of my credit cards here, this does not work with American Express, ladies and gentlemen. This does not work with American Express. Let me find one of my Navy Federal cards, because I got them in my wallet here somewhere. Yeah, we'll use this one. It's my Navy Federal Platinum card. This is my first Navy Federal card I ever had. This is a $25,000 credit limit. Now, this credit card, if I add someone on as an authorized user, I'm going to get the positive payment history and the credit limit instantaneously injected into my credit profile. This does not work with American Express. American Express will only report the ongoing, moving forward, positive payment history. It will not backdate it all the way to when this credit card was opened. So if this credit card has been open for 10 years, this is going to transfer to your credit profile also, and the credit limit. But you cannot have any late payments on this credit card, because they will hit your credit report. You cannot have a balance on this credit card, because it will affect your credit report. Okay? This is a way that you can artificially inflate your credit profile. Don't do too many of them. Only do one or two at maximum. Because if you have too many, Navy Federal will actually score you completely different, because you have too many authorized user trade lines on your credit profile. I hope that helps you, John. But again, lending is very tight right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing the highest amount of denials for auto loans, credit cards, and mortgages all across the board. So banks are going to be much more, like, real serious. I mean, I don't know what other way to say it. They're just going to be very, very stingy, because it's very risky out there. If you set up your DisputeBeast account, go to the homepage and watch the actual tutorial video. So go watch the tutorial video, And Dispute Beast also has live events, so live training events at least once a week. And you also have a support team. Check your emails. Once you sign up for Dispute Beast, you're going to get emails. You're going to get information. Stay up to date on all that information. You can join the live events. I think they're twice a week. I can't remember because we talked about doing twice a week, and then we went to once. So I can't remember 100%. So don't take that for seriousness, because it could just be once a week, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, so put that up. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. My student loan is paid off, but can't get it off my credit report. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop trying to get it off the credit report. It's helping your credit. Closed accounts are helping your credit, ladies and gentlemen. Stop attacking closed accounts. They help your credit. They will stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. Stop trying to remove them. If you remove it, you're going to destroy your credit profile, because you're going to rip away all of that positive payment history. Stop listening to these idiots out there telling you, oh, remove these closed accounts. No. Like, there's a reason why I don't talk about it, because it's bad. It's going to hurt you. A good alternative to kickoff is going to be KOVO. So KOVO is one of my favorites because it does 24 months of an installment loan. I believe it's like $10 a month. So it's $10 a month for KOVO. KOVO is going to report your payments, and then you're going to get access to all their different programs or different things inside of KOVO. But it's an installment program, and it won't report you late. This is the reason why I'm a big fan of KOVO. It will not report you late. So that's a good alternative for that. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button if this is your first time here. Dispute Beast does not work with business credit. No, it does not, unfortunately. What are you talking about here, Stacy? I did not know I was just giving them money. I thought it was an actual line of credit that I can utilize later. Who are you talking about? Stacy? Oh, kickoff. Yeah, kickoff. Sorry. You're talking about kickoff. My bad. Never mind. So, yeah. So, also, pay attention to your student loans, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not have something that you're monitoring your credit and your identity, you need to do that. Because if something changes on your credit report, you need to know immediately. Credit Karma is the worst. You do not want Credit Karma. It's free, but they're selling your information. So is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. If you want to stop them from selling your information, you can use Aura. Aura comes with a 14-day free trial. It will protect your identity and opt you out of the data brokers. The data brokers are who is selling your information. Why you get these random offers in the mail? You get emails because these credit reporting agencies are selling your data to data brokers, and then data brokers are taking it and selling it to other people. But you can monitor your credit. You can freeze your credit reports through Aura, and you can monitor your identity to make sure it's not anywhere or anybody has access to it. When the data breach happened, it let me know immediately before the story even broke that my social security number, my date of birth, everything was on what had been leaked in this massive data breach. Aura is going to be in the actual video description, and I'm going to drop it in the comments for anybody that needs Aura to help you. I'm on the live. So if you need Aura, it's going to be in the video description. So give me 1 second. I'll drop it in there. And it's also going to be in the comments section. So there it is. So with Aura, you're also going to get a VPN. I travel a lot. I go through airports, hotels. Do not, and I repeat, do not surf the web on free Wi-Fi. Anybody can access that free Wi-Fi and get into your phone, get into your laptop, get all of your financial information. This is crazy. This is why I'm a huge proponent for VPNs when you're traveling, to keep your information safe. It's super, super important, okay? So yeah, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, drop some more questions. We got about 9 minutes left on the live. If you got any questions, this is your last chance. I appreciate everyone that's coming to the live. Oh, I appreciate that. Look at that. Look at that. I appreciate that, Deidre. You are the GOAT. I used your method for hard inquiries and it worked. It's really simple. It's really simple. It's really just that simple. So the monthly fees for Aura after the trial are, I think it's $9.99 per person and then $34.99 if you have a family. So I protect myself, my wife, and my 3 kids, and I'm monitoring all of their stuff on the Aura app. And then you can have them opt you out of the data brokers, opt you out of all of the secondary credit reporting agencies that you want, freeze your credit reports, and then keep everything in there, and it has the VPN in there. Use the VPN for your kids. If you have kids, my kids only use their tablets or phones if they have the VPN on, because you never know who's going to be sneaking, try to get into your kid's phone. We had like some random people trying to FaceTime my son. I was like, yo, what is going on here? This is crazy. He's 11. We didn't know who it was. So again, have the VPN on there to protect you. Ava, I'm not familiar with Ava. I have seen it on credit reports, but I've never used it before. So I can't really preach about it or talk about it because I don't really know, to be honest with you. So if you're looking for Aura, I dropped it in the comments section right here. So anybody that needs Aura, drop it in there for you again. Let me drink some water real quick, guys. So I see a lot of questions coming up for Dispute Beast again. So Dispute Beast is the most powerful AI credit repair software ever created. I am an owner with 3 other business partners. Comes with the 110% money back guarantee. So when you go to the site, you can see there's a big, huge video right there with the play button. It says how to use Dispute Beast. Watch that video. You sign up with Dispute Beast Credit Monitoring. You upload your documents. And then you just click the big blue button and it will create your letters for you. You don't have to choose reasons. You don't have to choose letters. It will use its AI to create your custom letters based on your specific issues. It's going to attack any negative items hurting your credit. Now, if you want to attack hard inquiries, you can also do that in Dispute Beast. You can do it for free just by calling the credit reporting agencies if you want to get rid of just hard inquiries. Excuse me. But it's also in English and in Spanish. But once you actually create your letters, you have the choice to either email your letters to you, print them and mail them on your own, or use the mailing service inside of Dispute Beast for an additional cost, because they have to print your letters, put them in envelopes, and then send them out through postage. So there is a fee for that. But you can easily save yourself money by just doing it on your own if you have a printer at home or at work. Use your work printer, ladies and gentlemen. That's a huge tip right there. But I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are using Dispute Beast to fix their credit, the most advanced AI credit repair software. So specifically to Casey, Casey's credit score went up 529 points after 1 round with Dispute Beast. And Olivia's credit score went up 471 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. And then we have Tabitha. Tabitha's credit score went up 245 points after 1 round. Now let's put up this wall of all these other people that got awesome results also. We have thousands of pages like this. I just picked out the most recent ones to bring you guys up-to-date information on them, okay? So 153 points with Carissa. Jose only got 3. Jonathan got 3. Kristen, 15. Andre, 36. Felicia, 41. Latrice, 55. Carlos, 69. Larissa, 290 points. Jesus. Christian, 366 points. Tiago, 167. As you can see, I'm showing you everything so you can see everybody's results so you can understand the difference. Everyone's going to be different based on your credit profile, what's going on, because there's no 2 credit files that are alike. Link is going to be in the video description, and I'm going to drop it in the video right here so anybody that needs Dispute Beast can fix their credit on their own. Now, what is a round? A round is when you create your letters, you mail them off, and then you wait 35 to 45 days. The timer will start on Dispute Beast, and it will let you know, hey, it's time to refresh your credit reports. Then you refresh them and create your next round. So every time you create a batch of letters, you send them off, you wait 35, 45 days, that is one round, okay? All right. No, you can only use the credit reporting system that's inside of Dispute Beast, which is Dispute Beast credit monitoring. You cannot upload your documents because the AI does not recognize that. That's why we had to use our own credit monitoring, because we want the AI to have one specific credit report to look at and understand. If you start throwing all kinds of them at it, it's going to be a big problem. We want this to be as easy as possible. Upload your documents, do your credit monitoring, and then click the button, and you're done. And then you choose to mail your letters on your own. You can print them and mail them, or you use Sprint Mail to mail them for you, and you're done. Whatever letters you get in the mail, it doesn't matter what they say. What matters is on the credit report. Throw them in the trash, or you can save them. That's up to you. But you just wait for the round to be over, refresh, and send the next round. It's really just that simple. You can go back to doing your regular everyday life and not worry about anything. This isn't rocket science. You don't have to choose reasons. You don't have to choose letters. You don't have to do anything. It's that simple, okay? Oh, this is a great question. This is a great question. What will happen if I pay off my car early with my credit score? That's a great question. And what will happen is your car will be paid off and you'll be out of debt, which is the best thing to ever happen to you. But your credit score will potentially tank. If you don't replace your auto loan with a new auto loan, your score is going to drop because the account is closing. But it's going to stay in your credit report for up to 10 years, which is great. Understand that. Okay? I want you to be out of debt. You should want to be out of debt. After 6 to 9 months, your score will rebound back to where it needs to be. But it's going to take 6 to 9 months at average. We've seen some of them take all the way up to 12 months. It depends on the credit profile. I don't have a 100% number because everyone's credit profile is different. So understand that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Why do you need to freeze your credit reports? It's kind of the best way of me explaining this is too many people are just walking around with their credit reports just wide open. Anybody can steal your identity. If your credit is frozen, nobody can access your credit reports. Nobody can apply for something. If it happens and someone steals your identity and your credit reports are frozen, that's a massive lawsuit to the credit reporting agencies. It's happened before, but it shouldn't. So you freeze your credit reports because you do not need to leave it open. There's too many data issues right now, too many data leaks, and you don't want your information out there for everyone to have, because your credit reports have your social security number, your date of birth, your addresses, your full name, all your accounts, all your account numbers. We don't want that juju out there. So freeze your credit reports. It's 100% free. You can go to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, set up a free account, and then freeze the credit reports. Just that simple. With business credit, let's put this up. With business credit, it's important to understand there are no rules, regulations, or laws in credit reporting for business. You have to dispute it with the actual companies just on your own. You're on your own. There is no laws of credit reporting. So personal credit has the FCRAs and the FDCPA. Business credit has nothing. It's like the Wild Wild West out there. They can pretty much do whatever they want. So you're going to have to figure out how to dispute on your own. Just create simple letters, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to be disputing stuff, it's not rocket science to create a dispute letter. You just have to be straight and to the point and dispute. But if you don't want to do any of that, of course, that's why I created Dispute Beast, because a lot of people don't want to do that, and that's fine. But with business credit, there is no laws, rules, or regulations. Understand that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. Do I try to get a higher credit limit if I'm going to try and get a mortgage this month? No, don't do anything with your credit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't do anything with your credit. You want to get your credit score as high as you possibly can. And then after your mortgage clears, then you would go out there and you would actually try to get your credit card limit increased. But I'm going to tell you right now, you shouldn't be buying a home right now. This is a horrible market. I'm just keeping it 100 with you, Ray Savannah. The interest rates are high. You're still at above 6%. You most likely people are just going to get at 8%. Everyone's like, the rates are at 6%. Yeah, okay. Let me know if someone gets a 6%. Even people with great credit may come in like a 6.5, 6.3, 6.8. But it's very, very rare because they're going to try to hit you in the head with that 8% interest. So, yeah, I would stay out of the mortgage sector right now. I would focus on getting my credit score up, getting my debt down, and then waiting for some of these housing markets to collapse. Just keeping it 100. It may mean it doesn't, but I would rather you save your money and do that. For Dispute Beast, you just go to the homepage and just watch the tutorial video to get yourself started. I'm recertifying my student loans now. Good job, Rachel. Everybody out there, recertify your student loans so you do not get caught off guard, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate everybody coming to the live. Appreciate everybody showing up. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I hope everyone has a wonderful night.